Please go ahead with the proceedings, sir.
Ansari ji, please go ahead. Hello, Ansari ji. Hello.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is your company secretary, Kaisar Parvez Ansari, and I welcome you all to this 53rd annual general meeting of ARIES Agro Limited. And I am attending this meeting from the registered office of the company here at ARIES House, Mumbai. And the quorum is present. So now I hand over the proceedings to Dr. Rahul Michandani, the chairman and managing director.
Good afternoon. I welcome and thank all of you for joining the 53rd annual general meeting of our company. I sincerely hope that all of you are in good health. As the company secretary informs me that 54 members have logged in and it constitutes quorum, I declare the meeting to order. As allowed by the government, this meeting is being held through audiovisual medium of the Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL, in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and circulars by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Since the meeting is being conducted virtually without the presence of members in person, the proxy facility is not necessitated and accordingly has not been provided. Also, in order to maintain continuity of the meeting, due to any technical errors faced, I hereby, with the consent of all other directors, request Mr. C.B. Chhaya to act as alternate chairman of this meeting. May I request the consent of the other directors, please?
I consent.
Okay with me.
Manish sir,
Okay with me.
can't hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Chhaya sir.
With the permission of the members present, I shall take the notice of the AGM as read. All of you must have received the annual report electronically, which includes the auditor's reports, the statutory auditor of the company, Messrs. Kirti B. Shah and Associates, and the secretarial auditor of the company, Mr. A. Shekhar, company secretaries, have submitted their respective reports for the financial year ended 31st of March 2023, and there are no qualifications, reservations, or adverse remarks in their respective reports. With your permission, I shall take the same as read.
Yes.
The board report, auditor's report, financial statements, standalone and consolidated, are available from page numbers 18 to 299, and the secretarial auditor's report in form MR3 is on pages 33 and 34 of the annual report. I would now request all directors and the company secretary attending the meeting to introduce themselves and also to confirm the location from where they are attending the meeting. I, Dr. Rahul Mirchandani, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company and Chairman of the CSR Committee, am conducting this meeting from the registered office of the company in Mumbai, India.
Jimmy sir. Okay, yeah.
Namaskar everyone, good evening. My name is Nupang Dholakya. I am independent director of the company and I am joining this meeting from the registered office of the company in Mumbai. Thank you.
Good evening, I am Nitya Mirchandani, non-executive, non-independent director, joining this meeting from the registered office of the company, Mumbai, Govandi, India.
Chaya sir. Chaya sir, you are on mute. We can't hear you.
I am CB Chaya. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
I am CB Chaya, joining the meeting from my residence in Santa Cruz, Mumbai. I am chairman of audit committee and stakeholders committee of the board.
Mani sir.
Namaskar, Professor Mani this side. I am an independent director and chairman of the NRC committee, joining from my office in Navi Mumbai.
I am the company secretary, Kaisar Parvez Ansari, and I have joined this meeting from the registered office of the company at Mumbai.
Thank you, directors and my team members and the company secretary. Apart from the board members and company secretary, we also have the statutory auditor, Mr. Kirti D. Shah, and the secretarial auditor of the company, Mr. A. Shekhar, present at the meeting. I welcome them to this meeting. We also have with us Ms. Shaileshri Bhaskar, practicing company secretary, who is appointed as a scrutinizer for the remote e-voting and e-voting to be conducted at the end of this AGM. Now, as regards the participation and voting at this meeting, I request the company secretary to provide general instructions to members regarding participation and voting at this meeting.
Thank you, sir. Dear members, the facility to join this 53rd annual general meeting through audio and video medium is being made available to the members on first come first serve basis, only pursuant to MCA circulars. All members who have joined this meeting are by default kept on mute, and their videos are turned off by the host to avoid any disturbances arising from background noise in order to ensure smooth conduct of this meeting. Once the question answer session begins, the names of the members who have registered themselves as speakers will be announced. Thereafter, microphone speaking facility for such shareholder will be unmuted by the host. Once the speaker is unmuted, she is requested to turn on the video button and start speaking after mentioning the name, folio number and location from where he or she is joining the meeting. If he or she is unable to join through video for any reason, the speaker may continue speaking through audio mode. If there is any connectivity problem at speaker's end, we will request the next speaker to join, and once normal connectivity is restored, the earlier speaker will be requested again to speak after the other pre-registered speakers complete their turn. We would request speaker member to keep their questions brief and specific to the business of the meeting and to limit their speech up to 2 minutes so other members have a fair chance to speak. Members who need an assistance during the AGM or have any queries or issues regarding e-voting are requested to refer to the frequently asked questions, FAQs, and e-voting manual available at www.evotingindia.com under help section, or write an email to helpless.evoting@cdslindia or call at 1800 22 5533. The register of directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholdings and register of contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested are available for inspection. Regarding voting at this meeting, there will not be any voting by show of hands, and there is no need to propose and second the resolution set forth in the notice. Pursuant to provisions of Section 108 of Companies Act 2013 and related rules, all the members of the company have been given the opportunity to cast their votes by way of remote e-voting. The cutoff date for the same was Friday, 22nd of September 2023, and the voting window was open from Tuesday, 26th of September 2023, from 9 a.m. IST to Thursday, 28th September 2023, up to 5 p.m. IST. The persons who are members as on cutoff date can only cast their votes. Members who have not cast their votes by remote voting can cast the votes at the AGM. Those members who have cast their votes using remote voting can participate at meeting but cannot vote again at AGM. Voting window is open during a meeting and will also be available for another 15 minutes after closure of the meeting. Thank you, and I request the chairman to conduct the proceedings of the AGM.
Thank you very much, Kaiser, for the updates. I shall now share my views on the performance of the company during the financial year ended 31st of March 2023 and our future plans. Good evening and welcome to the 53rd Annual General Meeting of your company. I take this opportunity to thank you for making it convenient to attend this meeting. The annual report, including the audited accounts of the company for the year ended 31st of March 2023, has been with you for some time. With your consent, I shall take these as read. The year 2022-23 was another landmark year. There was consistent demand for specialty nutrients during the year with almost normal crop and climatic conditions. Let me now review your company's performance in the year 2022-23. With the collective support of staff and ARIES customers, the company was able to improve its revenue from Indian operations by 11.4% from 547.52 crores to 609.96 crores. International sales began towards the end of the financial year with the restart of our manufacturing operations at our facilities in the United Arab Emirates. During the year under review, the country recorded above normal rainfall at 6% higher than the long period average. However, large rain deficits in certain parts of the country and skewed distribution in the crucial July and August period led to a 1% decline in the overall average Kharif crop as compared to last year. The total capacity utilization of your company currently stands at 71.43% of the total installed capacity of 95,400 metric tons per annum in India. The manufacturing unit at Fujairah in the UAE has produced 1,888.75 tons of sulfur bentonite and other value-added sulfur products for sale in India as well as globally. New factories at Vijayawada and Raipur are also in production. Cost control has been institutionalized using training and incentive programs, making a war on cost a part of the routine at ARIES. Better working capital management, reduced inventory and debtors, resulting in interest cost savings. Finance costs showed a good reduction and thus offset the increase in employee benefit and discount heads of expenses. The overall profitability of your company improved from 26.55 crores to 29.36 crores, showing a growth of 6.37% on a PAT basis. The annual booking bazaars held to a booking worth 625 crores, and a conversion of these bookings and routine orders have led to a total revenue of 609 crores during the financial year 2022-23, up by 11.4% over the last financial year. Market requirements identified the need for certain new products, and accordingly, we have introduced Calmax, Orga Boost, and ARIES Gia in the financial year 2022-23. ARIES continues in our tradition of carrying out a range of activities that spread knowledge and adoption of best farming practices in the markets that ARIES functions in. In alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the UN SDGs, we are committed to positively impact society and contribute to sustainable development. The Farm Call Center, based in Vijayawada and in Tanjore, acts as a hub for disseminating crucial agricultural information vis-a-vis latest farming techniques, best practices, weather forecasts, crop-specific information, pest and disease management, market trends, soil health, and post-harvest management. The information is provided by a team of 20 call center executives. In addition, the company has added call center numbers on all our literature and promotional materials and is extending the reach of this call center to all states across India. Annadanam is now an integral part of our Foundation Day celebrations and ensuring that our journey of giving back continues to touch lives and bring smiles to those in need. We conducted an Annadanam at 200 plus locations in India, coinciding with our Foundation Day. ARIES distributed 150 ARIES well on wheels in water scarce areas in Nagpur and in Mumbai's RA colony, alleviating the physical strain for women and allowing more time for their education, positively impacting the community's progress and gender equality. During the year under review, around 25,670 knowledge dissemination activities, including farmers' meetings, were conducted, impacting almost 13 lakh farmers. A series of 60 Fasal Sabhas were conducted online, and issues on various crops were discussed. Currently, we have a reach of almost 4 lakh viewers on Facebook application. In addition to the above, ARIES extension team continues to strongly advocate good agricultural practices in all states of India. The activities are conducted under the supervision of trained agronomists and agricultural research institutions throughout the year. The company also provided fees and scholarships to students in addition to a series of awards to meritorious students to foster education. ARIES truly prides itself as an organization which has a very unique work culture, a highly driven and motivated team, as well as a deeply institutionalized reward structure for high-performing employees. This culture of excellence has been built through decades of people-centric policies. We actively promote an equal opportunity workplace across the company, ensuring an inclusive workforce drawn not just from the metro cities, but also from towns and villages across India. We have over 748 employees from small towns and villages and 299 from the metro cities. We have been successful in creating a gender-balanced workforce with 42% of women at our corporate headquarters in Mumbai, 40% of women at our Paishamalaram factory, and 33% women at our Chhatral manufacturing unit. 5 major departments in the head office and 1 branch office are headed by women purely on the merit of being the best suited for the job. ARIES everywhere. We were proud to have the privilege to have constructively led the specialty plant nutrition industry as president and host of Indian Microfertilizer Manufacturers Association. We also conducted the 3rd flagship event, which is our National Crop Nutrition Summit. We also conducted webinars on drone technology for specialized agrochemicals in precision agriculture awareness and adoption across India, which had the presence of top government officials and technocrats. The ARIES Agro Knowledge Center became a Skill India approved training center this year. This is a big plus for all our apprenticeship, training, and skill development programs across the country. The ARIES Agro Knowledge Center, in collaboration with Cultino and Young Indians in Srinagar, conducted a 2-day design thinking workshop titled Blue Ocean Dialogues for 40 commanding officers of the CRPF in the Srinagar sector. We also conducted the agribusiness panels for Invest Rajasthan Summit with the State Minister of Agriculture of the Government of India and the state government on Rajasthan policymakers and CII industry leaders. We showcased ARIES Agro's agribusiness innovations to 550 businesses from 20 countries at the G20 Young Entrepreneurs Alliance Summit in New Delhi, organized by the Confederation of Indian Industries Young Indians, as part of the G20 and B20 official lineup of events during India's G20 presidency. We are also members of the CII B20 Task Force on Agribusiness. Recognitions. ARIES is the first micronutrient fertilizer company to get the Bureau of Indian Standards certification for its product Chelamin. This certification is a testament to the quality of products manufactured by our company. We continue to have a seat on the Bureau of Indian Standards, Soil Quality and Fertilizers Sectional Committee in our capacity as President of the Indian Microfertilizers Manufacturers Association. The India Book of Records 2022 for the highest number of calls to a customer info line number was also awarded to ARIES. A total of 87,270 farmers from across India called the ARIES info line number on a single day. We also received the Iconic Brand of the Year Award 2022 for our admirable growth and differentiating factors with customer centricity organized by the CEO Story. The Best Brand Award for the Most Reliable Brand in 2022 for achieving extraordinary success from innovative and effective marketing practices in India was also given to ARIES. The Corporate Titan Award for 2022 in Branding and Marketing for the Best Brand Impact for outstanding contribution to the industry and society in the agricultural sector was also awarded to your company. On the manufacturing side, the IPF Industry Excellence Award 2022 for the fastest growing manufacturing company that makes products using advanced technologies which meet the standards of product excellence was also awarded to our organization. For 18 consecutive years, ARIES Quality Management System was audited and certified as ISO 9001 certified with a zero non-compliance report. This shows a complete adherence to international quality standards. Let's now look at the outlook for 2023-24. The year 23-24 is the 54th year of operations of your organization. Considering the projection for an El Nino effect and hence erratic monsoons, the company is focused on promoting our range of climate-proof products to take care of any shortfalls in rain-fed areas. Moreover, the company's products are suited for irrigated areas and will be given special attention so that wherever water and crop acreage is available, the company can quickly redeploy material and make up for the business. During 2023-24, few product launches and upgrades have been planned. The annual booking for 2023-24 was concluded online with participation of 1,222 dealers from 24 states and used an entirely online booking application. They have now placed orders for 739.95 crores of products to be lifted during the current financial year. This is expected to achieve a gross revenue of around 700 crores during the financial year 2023-24. Through our products and our passion, ARIES continues to continually demonstrate that we are a responsible corporate citizen, working hard to retain the delicate balance of nature and the development of communities in where we work and grow. Your company's initiatives could not have come about without the active involvement and support of its staff members. Our staff is aware of the challenges and has fully embraced the company's principles. The customers have been extending their patronage, and we are confident of their support for the coming year also. The Board of Directors places on record its appreciation for the continued support and guidance received by the Government of India, the Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, other regulatory authorities, various financial institutions, banks, and correspondents in India and abroad. Before I conclude, I would like to thank the shareholders once again for their turnout today and for their continued interest in ARIES. I would like to thank each one of you personally for your confidence in our company. Together, we will ensure that your company grows further in the years ahead. Thank you very much. I now open the floor for members who have registered themselves as speakers to pose their questions. Members may note, in order to avoid repetition, all questions shall be answered once all pre-registered members have spoken, and all questions have been put before the meeting. I request the Company Secretary to facilitate questions from the members.
Thank you, sir. Can I request Michelle to start the speakers to facilitate the speakers to pose their questions? Michelle, please. Michelle, can you hear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
May I request Mr. Kishore to unmute himself, please?
1 minute.
Mr. Kishore Ratilal Kachalia.
Mr. Kishore, kindly unmute and go ahead.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's there. Mr. Kishore, kindly unmute and go ahead.
Mr. Kishore Kachalia, are you there?
That is our Kishore.
He's
No,
not
that
present.
that is on panel. Not with the, you have to see in the list of shareholders. Mr. Kishore
From list
Kachalia.
of shareholders only and move to the panelists to them to speak.
Okay, okay, but that is different Kishore. Maybe.
Maybe we can come back to him.
Yeah, okay. So can we move to the next speaker? Michelle?
Ms. Lekha Shah,
Just a minute.
Is she there?
No, not
Lekha is not
available.
present in the
sir,
meeting.
we can we move to the next door?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Mr. Satish Shah,
Satish Shah is also not available at this time.
Not there?
Not available.
There, sir.
Next?
Mr. Rajendra Seth. So he's there?
Is there?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Mr. Rajendra, kindly unmute and go ahead.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Mr.
Hello,
Sheth.
yes, Mr. Sher.
मैनेजमेंट टीम शेयर होल्डर भाइयों, मैं राजेंद्र सेठ थाना बम्बई से बोल रहा हूँ सर। सर पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑप्शन दे रही है फिजिकल का, पर आप वीसी के माध्यम से ही अपना एजीएम चालू रहे, ऐसी मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है। मेरे तो मार्केटिंग का वो हूँ सर पर्सन, तो क्या अभी मैं बहुत दूर हूँ फिर भी मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकता हूँ। सेकंड थिंग सर, आप हमारा ग्रोथ अच्छा है और प्रोडक्ट अच्छी है सर। खाली इतना ही क्वेश्चन था कि हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नेटवर्क के लिए क्या वो कहेंगे, वो जरा बताइए। बाकी प्रोडक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के, हमारी प्रोडक्ट के डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग के लिए बाकी बहुत ही सुंदर कामगिरी कर रही है अंसारी जी से। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी का भी बहुत अच्छा काम है, पूरे डिटेल्स के साथ हमको हमेशा नोटिस मिलती है। मैं हर हमेशा ये एजीएम अटेंड करता हूँ अपनी, और टाइम भी इतना अच्छा है ना कि समझो सब एजीएम खत्म लगभग हो जाता है, शाम के टाइम में अपनी एजीएम रही है तो बिल्कुल अच्छा टाइम है। सेक्रेटरी का बहुत आभार मानता हूँ, और चेयरमैन श्री आपकी 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 बढ़कर के आपके नेतृत्व के नीचे हमारी कंपनी और ग्रोथ करे, यही प्रभु प्रार्थना। बस बाकी खास कुछ नहीं, सब रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट और हार्दिक शुभेच्छाएं। बोलने का मौका दिया, धन्यवाद सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, Sher, sir. Thank you. Michelle,
We
can
can
you
move to
read
the next, Mr. Naresh Kachalia.
Naresh
there?
Kachal is not present.
Not present, okay.
Moving on, next is Mr. Keshav Garg. Mr. Keshav is present.
Yes, he's present. Just a moment. Mr. Keshav, kindly unmute and go ahead.
Sir, thank you very much for providing me this opportunity. Sir, I have already sent my list of questions, sir, but the major questions I'll just repeat, sir. Firstly, sir, what is the outlook for the current financial year in terms of top line as well as bottom line on standalone as well as consolidated basis? Sir, except for that, if we look at our consolidated numbers, then Sir, we did an EBITDA of 51 crore way back in FY13, and sir, last year FY23 our EBITDA was 48 crores. Sir, and during this period our margins have fallen consistently from around 21% to now around 10%. So this trend looks really worrisome that over the past 10 years our margins are continuously falling. So now do you foresee the margins stabilizing at these levels, or do you foresee margins again going back to previous highs, or will they settle in somewhere in middle, or sir, do you expect them to fall further in to single digits? And sir, what is the reason for the same? Sir, also I understand that we have a subsidiary and associate in UAE which is making losses. So if you could tell us that by when this subsidiary and associate can break even. And sir, the good thing is that the company has delevered its balance sheet over the past few years. So is this trend expected to continue? And sir, I think we have been able to reduce our trade receivables also significantly. So is this a temporary blip? Sir, I'm talking about the reduction in working capital, or is this trend of reducing working capital expected to continue? So the other questions I've already sent in my mail, so you could kindly answer them. So kindly also mention that what is the maximum revenue that we can generate if we operate at full capacity utilization? And sir, what are your capex plans? Sir, what is the scope for value addition? Sir, what would be our market share in the domestic market? Sir, what are our export prospects? And sir, going forward, where do you see the company over the next 5 years? How soon, in your judgment, can we cross 1,000 crore revenues? So these were a few of my questions. So if you could just provide your shareholders some overview that where are we coming from and where are we going, so that would be really great. And so thank you again very much for providing me with this opportunity, and best of luck to you and your team.
Thank you, Keshav.
Thank you, Mr. Gar. Thank you.
So the next speaker is Mr. Satya Prakash Mittal. However, he is not present.
Is he
And
present?
no, sir.
He's not
SP
present.
Mittal is present. Can you search for SP Mittal?
1 minute, sir.
SP Mittal is there.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, he's the same person. Please.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
SP Mittal, go ahead.
Yeah, I've sent a detailed list of questions. I'll just highlight some of the more important ones, and you can answer them. We are a very, very old company operating in this space, and our annual report clearly highlights how strong our farmer connect and reach has been over years. Despite this, we have not been really able to scale up profitability, whereas peers who are much, much younger to us or who started way ahead or much later than us, they have done very well. So, what is the main reason behind this, and can this change going forward? So my next question is about our pesticide division. Generally, pesticide market is higher margin compared to micronutrients because there are so many competitors in micronutrients. Why have we not scaled up this division? Even this year, we had some sales degrowth in our pesticide division. So next question is about our rebates and discounts. This continues to be very high. It's about 20%, whereas for like-to-like peers, it's generally around 10%. So despite having such good market connect, why do we have more rebates and discounts? And can we see this coming down in the future? So the management has done a very commendable job in reducing the receivables and working capital debt in the past few years. I would like to congratulate the management team for accomplishing that. So we still see our long-term receivables or receivables beyond 1 year is still about 12 crores, although it's a bit lower, 2 crores lower than last year. So what are we doing to recover our dues? And finally, I would like to know a little bit more about our UAE operations. So I think we have made additional investments in our UAE entity in terms of, I think, 5 crore extra investment this year. So how is the ramp up happening in that facility, and what is the kind of turnover we are expecting this year, and what is the utilization at which the unit is operating? That's the questions from my side.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mittal.
Hello?
Michelle, can you again call out all those people who were not there just for once?
Sure, sir.
मैडम
Sure.
अभी एक मीटिंग में है, थोड़ी देर के बाद फोन कर सकते हैं.
So, Mr. Kishore Ratilal Kachalia, sir, if you're there.
Preeti, is he there?
No, sir, he's not present.
Miss Lekha Shah.
Just a moment. No, she's also not there.
Mr. Satish Shah.
The husband of
Husband, wife, and son.
No.
And Mr. Naresh Kachalia.
No, he's also not there.
So that's it with the speaker share.
Okay, so thank you very much to all the shareholders for your questions. I'm going to take them up one by one, and hopefully I'll be able to give you all the information. And for some of you who've sent in your questions on email, you will also receive that response from the company secretary. So first, Mr. Rajendra Seth, I think our the permission for doing VC actually allows many more shareholders to participate. And I do hope that until this facility is available, we will be able to use this facility and enable many more shareholders to participate in our AGM. In terms of our distribution network growth, we are today present in almost every state in India. We are in 26 states. We have a total of about 9,000 registered distributors, and the number only grows every year. What of course we do is to ensure that every distributor that joins us, there has to be certain minimum amount of turnover that we get in order to make that distribution network economically feasible. But we do find about 9,000 distributors are currently in the ARIES network, servicing about 80,000 retail outlets across India. So we have a very large distribution network, and it continues to grow every year depending on how much depth we wish to achieve in that particular market. Mr. Keshav, a great set of questions. I'm going to try and answer all of them one by one. You're right in terms of the consolidated PAT margins shrinking over the last few years. There are a couple of reasons for that. Our company made a conscious choice of increasing our product lines. These product lines included water-soluble fertilizers and also for some bulk fertilizers. These are largely lower in terms of PAT margins on a per unit basis, but they help us complete the product range. It's very important for an organization like ours to ensure that for one single product, no customer goes to any other competitor. And therefore, in order to complete the range and provide every single nutrient available, we have had to expand our product line. This, of course, has involved adding products which may not be as profitable as certain of the previous products, but it will definitely make our product line much more robust. In terms of whether further margin shrinking is possible, no, right now we have got every conceivable nutrient required by the farmers is today in our portfolio. As a result of which, we don't foresee us adding any more products, in order to complete the line. We will only reinforce that line further with formulation changes. So I don't see the product line profitability actually worsening. Yes, we had taken a deliberate hit on the profitability in order to complete our product line, which involved both fixed and variable costs. In order of deleveraging has been one of the biggest achievements that we've had over the last few years. While we expanded our product line, which gave us much more strength in the market, we used this strength in order to completely change our receivable cycle. Also, that has helped us deleverage significantly. If you actually see our debt equity ratio, it has fallen in the last 5 years from almost 0.91 to 0.4. We are just at 0.41 debt equity ratio, which is extremely healthy, considering we were almost double of that in just 5 years ago. And this has consistently fallen. To your question regarding whether the reduction in receivables and inventory is a blip, no, it isn't. If you see our 5-year trend, we have actually reduced our receivables and working capital inventory almost consistently every single year. And the reduction will only improve going forward. In terms of inventory, of course, there's a limit to which how much inventory can be reduced, simply because we have to maintain inventory at multiple locations, being a seasonal business. But in terms of trade receivables, we definitely would further reduce to the maximum possible extent without hurting our business. And it is a consistent process, and it will only improve further in the way that we are functioning and making sure that we use our market strength and product line strength in order to really improve our market collection and improve working capital. In terms of our capacity utilization, we are at 71% right now, and that has given us a revenue of about 700 crores. So, I mean, just to extrapolate it, assuming you do not add further capacity, we actually have capacity at a full capacity to go up to about 1,000 crores. But capex plans are now in place, because at 71% capacity now, we have to start ramping up our capacities in order to make sure that we are able to live up to market demand. We have started doing that, and there is a capex plan of the next 3 years of about 25 crores in order to set up a couple of additional product lines like boric acid and potassium nitrate and potassium sulfate. So there are certain plans, and for next 2 or 3 years, we foresee about a 25 crore capex in order to ramp up our capacities. In terms of market share, we have dominance in the market that we serve, which is the chelated micronutrient and specialty plant nutrient market. We definitely have dominance in this sector with more than 50% market share, considering the market that we currently serve. However, it is only the micronutrient market is much larger. I am talking about the market share of our addressable market, which is the chelated and specialty plant nutrient customized fertilizer market. There we have certainly got dominance with more than 50% market share. In terms of exports, our exports have begun. There are baby steps right now, considering the scale of our domestic operations. Our international operations have just begun, but they have been moving steadily. It's a slow process to get the international business in place. However, considering that margins in India are actually better than margins you receive overseas, we will ensure that we balance it very, very systematically. But export prospects are quite strong. However, there's a time lag in terms of registration in every single country. Every geography has its own requirements, and we will take it one step at a time and ensure that these are taken in place before we start exporting to these markets. For the next 5 years, I mean, I don't think I can make a lot of forward-looking statements at this meeting. However, the growth that we have seen in terms of revenue over the last 5 years, you will see that we have gone from 320 crores to 609 crores on a gross turnover, almost doubled, which was really our goal. Our mission was to double every 4 to 5 years, and ARIES has done that. And we will continue to, I feel, take steps to make sure that such growth does not slow down. That's in terms of your questions, Mr. Garg. In terms of the current year's outlook, like was mentioned in my talk, we are looking at a top line growth of about top line gross figure of about 700 crores, which will give us a net of about 515 crores on a net basis. Mr. Mittal, your questions regarding profitability, I think I've answered that already. Profitability shall remain at these levels, may slightly improve, but I don't expect it to worsen, considering, like I said, our product line has been expanded. Relevant steps have been taken to ensure that now we have a balanced portfolio. Balancing that portfolio took some amount of pain in terms of PAT margins, but it was a deliberate choice. And going forward, economies of scale will kick in, and it will only improve by a couple of percentage points, but it's not going to worsen. In terms of the pesticide division, I'm a little surprised that pesticides really figures into the ARIES discussion, because we are largely a nutrient company. We have only 1 or 2 pesticides that really are only there to supplement one of our ranges. It's not one of our core product lines. We have only 1 pesticide, which is classified in the insecticide bactericide category, which is ARIES plantomycin. But beyond that, we are a nutrient company. Our pesticide division exists, again, just to complete the range. It is not one of our key focus areas. And as long as the nutrient division grows, I think you as a shareholder should be assured of your company going forward. Pesticides will basically balance our range, but at present it is not one of our core focus areas. Regarding discounts, again, I would like to definitely mention that the 20% discount that we offer is something that we factor into our cost sheets. It is really not something that comes as a surprise. We plan 18 to 20% as part of our product pricing, and therefore it is very much budgeted, and our current range of discounts is well within the norms that we have set in our cost sheets. As far as the peer comparison, 10% in our micronutrient sector is certainly not accurate. In fact, our peers give much higher discounts than we do. However, for our range, I think an 18 to 20% discount structure is very much required, and it helps distributors earn enough margins in order to take interest in pushing our product into the market at their end. So I think also we must remember that though our company has a very good payment cycle and it's only improving, distributors bear the brunt of farmers paying late, and also any sort of market receivables not coming in. The distributor actually buffers the company by taking that on their heads, and therefore providing them this kind of a discount actually helps them to buffer us from these kind of uncertainties, which we believe is a conscious choice, and only make sure that the company receivables are collected no matter what happens in the terms of the market conditions. So 20% discounts, 18 to 20% discounts are something that we budget, and as long as it does not go beyond this, it really comes out of the product cost, which is pre-budgeted and already planned. In terms of you talked about the receivables greater than 1 year. Yes, there are some sticky receivables. We have in fact reduced that figure, like you very rightly said, over the previous year. But yes, we are taking adequate steps to make sure that the sticky receivables that do exist can be collected. Of course, we have also held up, in fact, sales staff incentives until the point that they collect this kind of money. So basically, there is now a pressure on the sales team also to ensure that this money comes in, because and we have basically said that once you give this money to us, we shall release your own incentive. So there is a carrot and stick approach in order to collect this pending money. In terms of the UAE investments, yes, had a lull in that investment, but this year the factories have been operational. In fact, we have already sold about 1,800 odd tons, which I mentioned in my talk, has been produced at that particular unit. This year, we are expecting a top line of about 8.8 million dirhams, which approximately is about 20 crores from the UAE facility. And this would give us a margin of about 9 to 10% on a net basis. So we are looking at about 9,000 tons in this year, giving us a turnover of about 8.8 million dirhams, which according to us is a good restart to this operation. And we see that operation only improving, considering that the prices of sulfur, which is a critical raw material for that area, have now stabilized. In fact, they've come down. Our product has now become extremely market competitive, and we have been able to get the supply chain constraints, the fuel constraints, the electricity constraints all removed. And that particular operation has also now started giving us adequate returns in the last few months. And this particular financial year will give us about a 20 crore revenue from that particular UAE operations. So I do believe that all the questions that were posed by the three shareholders were answered. And I must thank you for all these questions. I think they're very relevant. And I'm sure that every shareholder present would appreciate the fact that our company is only taking steps to improve our financial performance further, while ensuring that the entire business remains robust, vibrant, and growing in a very, very competitive scenario. This year also has been a challenging year, as you all know, with the delayed monsoons and situations in the market which were not very normal. And all these steps have been taken as conscious choices to make sure that your company grows and only improves its performance in the current year and in the years ahead. So once again, thank you very much to all our shareholders for their questions. And I will now that the questions have been answered, I would now like to turn everyone's attention to the notice of the annual general meeting. Since the notice of the annual general meeting is circulated to all members, I take the notice of the AGM as read. The text of all resolutions, along with explanatory statements, form a part of the notice of the AGM circulated to all members. We shall now take up the resolutions set forth in the notice. Item number 1, ordinary business, to receive, consider, approve, and adopt the audited financial statements for the company for the financial year 31st of March 2023, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and auditors thereon, and the consolidated audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st of March 2023, together with the report of the auditors thereon. The financial statements, including the board's report and the auditor's report for the financial year ended 31st March, have already been circulated to all members. Item number 2, ordinary business, to declare dividend for the financial year ended 31st of March 2023 at the rate of rupee 1, 10% per equity share on 1,30,04,339 equity shares of rupees 10 each for the financial year ended 31st of March 2023, aggregating to 130.04 lakhs payable to members whose names appear on the register of members on the 22nd of September 2023. Item number 3, ordinary business, to appoint a director in place of Dr. Jimmy Mirchandani, DIN 00239021, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Item number 4, special business, to appoint Mr. R.V. Balasubramaniam Iyer, DIN 102657999, as a director of the company with effect from 1st of February 2024. Item number 5, special business, to appoint Mr. R.V. Balasubramaniam Iyer, DIN 10265799, as an independent director of the company, not liable to retire by rotation and to hold office for a term of 5 consecutive years on the board of the company with effect from 1st of February 2024 up to 31st of January 2029. Item number 6, special business, ratification of the remuneration of the cost auditor in terms of Section 148 of the Companies Act 2013, read along with the Companies Audit and Auditors Rules 2014. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of requisite number of votes. After combining the results of both the remote e-voting and e-voting at the AGM, the results will be announced within 2 working days from the conclusion of the meeting and shared with the stock exchanges and uploaded on the websites of the company and CDSL. Thank you all once again for joining the meeting today. I sincerely hope that you and your families stay safe and healthy in the days to come. I hereby declare the meeting as closed. As informed earlier, e-voting on resolutions as set out in the AGM notice will continue to remain open for the next 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Sir, can we stop the recording and end session?
So the shareholders, all they are out of it, no?
Away from this system.
So should we stop the? Let us continue till the.
No issue, no issue. No
We
issue.
will countdown is complete. Let us continue.
No issue, no issue. Preeti, continue this. No issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir, we can leave the.
Sir, you are on, you are. Yeah, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
CDSL.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Shiva, thank you so much. Preeti,
Thank
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 you,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Michelle, CDSL
Okay,
team.
okay, thank you, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
And Preeti, stop the recording and end session.
Sir.